was wondering in your focus groups if you had any feedback about the third yellow bullet point with people not understanding that that was a requirement and even that those charter schools were part of our district. Just curious if people understood that.
Apt observation. We did receive several questions about that topic. Folks were wondering, does it have to be that much? Is it required by law? And part of this is an educational process, so we did share that we do have to provide it. Now, the amount, I think Becky can speak more to, but people were interested to learn that that is a requirement. So yes, good point. It came up.
And actually, in even our bond counsel, Kim Crawford, hi, she's on virtually. Kim Crawford would let you know that we don't have to give this exact dollar amount that we're looking at. It's about $11 million between both schools. Where does that dollar amount come from and why are we doing that? All of the funding that is provided as a pass-through from District 20 to both New Summit and TCA are given on a proportionate share based upon their population of students. TCA is about 13.7% of our full population, New Summit about 2.4. So we wanted to follow suit. We have such good partnerships with our charter schools, and we want to make sure that these funds follow suit with the other funding that we are required to give on a proportionate share. So that's how that dollar amount was set.
Something I like to say is those are still D20 students, and if these dollars are intended for D20 students, they should be proportionate.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm curious if this is going to be a hindrance to voters that we can't educate everybody. I'm just talking through how we're going to make sure people understand that it's a desire and a requirement.
Yeah, sure. And I think part of the, Mark and his team have done such a good job standing up a website, and we're going to continue to work on the FAQs, and I think that's a great one. Why are TCA and New Summit on there? And how did you come up with this dollar amount? Those could be the types of things that we could include. In addition, we've been working closely with both schools to be able to, that we can also articulate if people ask us what they plan to spend those dollars on.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So, Wilburn. Or it could be possible to insert a word after providing and before funding. Required, legally mandated, something like that. It's worth thinking about.
We can talk with Kim Crawford, and Kim, please feel welcome to jump in. I know, again, the amount doesn't necessarily need to be at the proportionate level that we do. So Kim would probably need to revise on some language that would give that sentiment, but not also give the portrayal that we're required to give this exact amount. Kim, do you have any ideas or comments there? Tina, does it look like Kim's coming in? Kim, are you on mute?
She is. It looks like it's got a mandatory thing there where she can't unmute herself, so I'm not sure if we can unmute her.
All right, we're going to try to unmute.
She did give us thumbs down, so I think she was saying don't do that.
Yeah. She cannot unmute.
Now she's nodding yes, so I think she's agreeing with me, or she's saying yes, go ahead and do it. I'm getting
Right.
no, I'm kidding.
All right, we're going for it. We're unlocking the mute if we can, okay?
Yep, looks like you got it.
Kim, you there?
Okay, I am here now.
All right, that's Kim. This is Kim Crawford. She works for Butler Snow, which is an attorney firm up in Denver, and she helps us with our bond, MLO language, things associated with that. Kim, it's all yours.
Thank you. Thank you for having us tonight. And Courtney DeGardi is with me here as well from Butler Snow, and she's also been working on your ballot language. You are certainly being generous to your charter schools. I think you are required under state law to talk to them, see what their capital needs are, prioritize them. You don't have to give them bond money. You are choosing to do so based on the reasons that Becky gave earlier. So I don't think it is accurate to say that this is and greater needs than what you deemed your charter schools needs to be, you really aren't required to give them any bond fund money. You are required to give them a levy override money. So I would not recommend adding that to the question because it isn't untrue, but it's not technically a state law requirement that you give them, that you share your bond proceeds.
Thank you, Kim. Just as a little background, when we had the 2016 bond, TCA had about $20 million. New Summit was not established at that point.
Thank you, Ms. Crawford.